But wait, there's more. Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer.
What is going on, entertainment? So today I'm coming to you guys with another after show. Before I get started, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, let me know what you guys think about this video. Okay, before we get into the after show, you guys, I do want to talk about the Baddies West reunion trailer. Okay, so they did drop the full-on trailer instead of dropping those little itty-bitty teasers. I already see you guys joining backstage. Say what's up. I see y'all backstage. Okay, so first, let's get into some of the breakdown. Shout out to Zeus a lot. Okay, they keep me unlocked so that way I don't have to put the videos in slow motion to be able to catch the fights. All right, so we see again more clips of Tommy versus Kat. Kat doesn't have the tenacity and strength that she had on BGC 5 when she was shanking strippers left and right. So I'm not too surprised that it looked like Tommy got the best of her. For the girls that do not know, that is something that Kat got in trouble for on BGC 5 when basically she shanked a stripper and had to be sent home because of it. Okay, so that's why a lot of people like Kat, is because she's really about that life. A lot of people do not know that, right? But Natalie, Nat is learning how to fight. I said, okay, she's a fighter now. All right, Nat. I don't know if she's been in the gym. I don't like practicing boxing. She's been watching Bad Girls Boxing, something, but it's like I've never seen Natalie get as active as I've seen on that trailer. And I don't think Tommy was really expecting it. Okay? Tommy's spikes that were in her hair got freaking even pointier when she saw Natalie's hand sort of swing in her direction. So I think it caught her by shock. Okay? So shout out to Nat, right? Look like they're gonna at least have about like 2 rounds. The first round looked like it's gonna be like on the actual main stage when Natalie's just like, Tommy, you wanna get your ass whooped? Yeah, right? That it looks like it's gonna be 1 round the main stage, and it looks like it's gonna be another round like off the stage. That's what I see from the trailer so far. And then we see Rolly versus Thurgra. Now Rolly tried to bear claw Stunner Girl. But it didn't work. Stunner Girl's with the stunts. So she knows how to get the proper reach, get the proper aim. So I think Rolly kind of underestimated Stunner Girl because it looked like Roly Poly was struggling. Especially in this picture right here. Like I said, shout out to Zeus Unlocked. And somebody also asked, who was Scotty swinging on? It's being alleged that Scotty basically jumps Tommy during the reunion. That's something that I've heard that happened during the reunion as well. And also, this to me comes as a little bit of a surprise. DJ Scott and Big Biggie get into a physical altercation at the Baddies West reunion. I know a lot of you girlies were not here for basically Big Biggie being a judge on the Baddies East auditions, but get over it. Eat it up and accept it. Because guess what? Big Biggie doesn't seem like she's going anywhere. Don't get me wrong. I do know that just because they're at the auditions doesn't mean they're going to be casted. We've seen this happen last season when Brie was there. She wasn't casted. We see Jayla was there. She wasn't on the show. The only person was like Rolly, who actually made it on the show, and Scotty, right? So doesn't mean that Big Biggie is going to be on Baddies East, but it does give her a good chance of possibly maybe getting on there. And I also saw someone say that Razor Blade should have hosted because they're going to have it in DC. But she didn't show up to the reunion. Why should she deserve to host the Baddies East auditions when you couldn't pull up to the reunion? You let Scotty with the body. Basically, we saw during the trailer kind of talk crap about you. Basically, like, oh, this girl, she didn't pull up. She didn't try to get her leak back. Okay, she's supposed to be the queen of leak box, and she's nowhere to be found. That was sort of like embarrassing. I was like, ooh, that means they're gonna talk real bad on you, Raise the Blade. So I'm kind of sad that you didn't pull up. But I wonder why DJ Sky and Big Biggie get into a physical altercation. It's been a lot of beefs this season, so I feel like I remember, but then again I forget. I forget why they would get into a fight. Comment down below if you guys would know why they got into like a scuffle. I do remember DJ Sky basically saying like the only people that weren't fake were like Stunner Girl and like a couple other girls, and I guess she didn't include Big Biggie's name, or maybe it's because let me find out. Hold on. Okay. Somebody just commented this. Hold on. Someone said, I think that's Biggie trying to get to Stunner Girl. Oh, and Deborah says they've been beefing on IG and pay. That is confusing to me. Somebody need to give me further info on that because that's confusing. That's out of nowhere. Yeah, that's very out of nowhere to me. And this was what I was gonna finish saying. I was gonna say maybe it's because y'all know when I was saying how Big Biggie wanted DJ Sky's Big W cakes. Let me find out that you were giving her some of those luscious cakes, and there was a scuffle that involved that. Because I wouldn't know why they would beef besides that. Like, I don't know. Sky said Biggie was cool. I don't think they were fighting each other. Yeah, I don't think they're fighting each other either. Now that I'm looking at it, but who knows? We'll see when the reunion airs. I doubt they're fighting each other because it really wouldn't make any sense. And also, I wanted to mention something that I caught. I didn't post it yet, but Roly Poly Snack Meals, you guys. I'm guessing that the show is gonna be pulling through because she went on live the other day and she basically said that Zeus is going to be filming her weight loss journey, like her going into like the actual office and stuff to get the surgery done and stuff like that. So I'm guessing maybe this is going to be her spinoff show. Roly gets slim, okay, and we're not talking about her friend Slim. So that could be a thing. We could have Slim make a guest appearance. So that's what I guess the show is going to be about. Because why else would they be recording her weight loss journey? Maybe an intro to Baddies East with her coming into the East with a new body. Okay, she was on live with Jonathan when she mentioned that. So I just wanted to throw that in there. All right. And then when it comes to the Bad Boys, so Chef D posted something and he deleted it so quick. I wish I screen grabbed it. Basically saying that like he didn't remember or something to the effect of he know what he did wasn't right tonight with the whole sneaking. Ara. Okay, I'm gonna always say it like that. Shout out to Lou for that. Ara. Okay, when he snuck Ara, he didn't really think it was right. Looking back at it, so on and so forth. Just save it. Like, come on. That's why I think he deleted it because he's getting like a lot of hate for him sneaking Ara like that, which I thought was so random and out of nowhere. So I don't know why he would think that was right to do. Someone says Stunner Girl jumped at Biggie and got active. They were talking backstage about jumping. So you guys are saying that's why probably DJ Sky ended up getting into it with Big Biggie. I don't think so, but we'll see when that reunion airs. So it says Razor Blade interview just dropped. I did see that she's doing an interview with Dira. Shout out to Dira. I've reviewed some of her interviews before. I actually like her. Like I said, I'm not no hater. I don't hate on other creators like at all. Like to me, I'm not saying it's a hobby, but like YouTube is like a check. It's not like my biggest thing that I make income from. So it's like I'm not no hater when it comes to that. So shout out to Dira. Because I'll be checking out her interviews and stuff like that. She did do an interview with Razor Blade on her channel. So I'm gonna be checking that out. I might drop a recap when it comes to that. Because I want to know why you didn't pull up to the reunion, Razor Blade. Okay. So far, Bad Boys this season has beat out Baddies West tenfold. From the scenes, from the fights, from the commentary. It's just been amazing. They're doing the greatest with this season. I will say this season is way, way better than the first season. Way better than Baddies West. And it's neck and neck to me now with Baddies South. because I'm liking how they're editing it. They're not dragging out one day throughout the whole episode. We're getting multiple days. We're getting multiple scenes. We're not just getting scenes where they're just talking about the day before. We're getting scenes where they're kind of laughing, getting to know each other, okay? Flirting with each other, looking at each other's Big Debbie cakes. Dorelli. I'm just saying. So I actually do like this season for real, for real. Shout out to them. They did do them a big one when it comes to that, okay? And also, you know what I thought that kind of threw me? I thought that Ara was gonna have the perm in longer. It seems that he cuts off the perm, I guess. I guess mid-season. Because I'm thinking, oh, he gonna have a perm towards the end, and that's when he gonna be able to cut it off. Because we see him in that confessional with the haircut, okay, with that shirt giving my little teacup, short and stout. Lou beat my ass, no doubt. Okay, don't tell me that shirt didn't give y'all my little teacup. Okay, it had the little print. They had the blue. I would have drink him up. All right, but he does look better with the fade. I don't know why he did that perm thing to begin with, because it's just no, it's not a good look. It's just not a good look. It's giving Cat Williams. That's why I put that in my thumbnail. It's just no. Especially when you was tussling and stuff and your hair standing up is looking like you got shocked by electricity. Okay. But when Banga, aka Ara, gets a haircut, he beats out most of the bad boys when it comes to looks. It makes him look 10 times younger, and he looks 10 times better. And now he has more of a chance to be able to get Anthony's Big Debbie cakes, because I think that's what he's wanted. All right. I'm going to start taking callers in now. Make sure you guys hit that link if you guys want to call in. So what is going on? So, Daff.
Okay, it's not 7.
Oh, you're not ready, baby. What is going on? Asia.
Oh my God, you always catch me when I'm doing.
Gotcha.
I'm like, let me change my shirt before I get up here. You done got me, but I'm gonna stay.
Okay. What you think about the trailer and also tonight's Bad Boys episode?
First of all, they could have kept the trailer.
Ooh,
I'm so over it. That was like a repetition of what we just saw, and we already knew who was gonna fight because they was already talking about it. So it's like y'all could have kept it. I don't understand it. Zeus be trying to get their little payments in before the month is over, so it's like they try to drag these episodes out. I'm already over it. The Baddies cast. I'm on to the Bad Boys.
Right.
I'm just so over it. Like, but from this episode tonight, I loved it.
Yes.
I love Darrell. Like when he first, like from last season, you could see him evolving as a person, and that's what I love about him. Because last season he was broke and miserable, in my opinion. So he came up with so much animosity. He came out of season miserable. He came out of season with so much animosity. Now I can see like he get into his money, and now it's like he's more happy. He's in a better place financially. He looks better. Everything. He looks clean. He looks good. And I love the fact that he still stood behind Anthony despite what anybody was saying. And that's a friend to me. And I feel like they keep trying to make him pick sides. I hate people like that. If you have two friends that's going against each other, it's nothing wrong with being neutral. They keep making it seem like it's something wrong with that. And I just don't like it at all.
What do you think about the whole Jonathan situation? Do you think Jonathan's right for wanting to pop Anthony for the whole Rio thing?
I feel like it was right. Like I feel like he's entitled to feel how he felt, but he should never snuck him. In the first episode or second episode, whatever episode that was, he should never snuck him. You already know you could beat Anthony. So what's wrong with telling him like square up? You should never jump on that boy. And then the whole jumping thing, all right, he dragged it to the next episode. They fought. That was that, him and Chef default. But I just didn't like the whole how it played out. You fighting him with rings and stuff like that. You already know you could beat him. So why do the extra shit behind it? Excuse my language. I just don't like it. And I don't like how Jonathan is coming off as a bully. We already know you could beat damn near the whole cast. So why you keep trying to be the bully? You keep trying to be the Natalie Nunn of the Bad Boys. Sit down and just relax and play your role. I just don't like it.
Do you think him doing this show was a bad career move?
Yes, I do.
Because I do. Yeah,
Because I feel
same.
like your personality is overshadowing your work.
Yes.
A lot of them come in that house and it's just like, you're not promoting your brand. Chef Teef, you doing a whole lot. You come in the house, you cooking up more mess than you cooking up food. I ain't see you cook a meal yet. If you was gonna promote your brand, you should have been in the house cooking every day, every night till your fingers fell off. You in the house doing more fighting. I'm confused as to what you want to do or what career path you want to take. Because the cooking, I wouldn't eat nothing you cook.
Why? Why?
I don't want to try a hamburger. I don't want to try a hot dog.
Do you think that you'll try hamburger and then you'll see a tooth in there? Oh no!
I don't want nothing his hand touch. Nothing.
You are right about the whole chef thing because I remember the first episode or the second episode. Darrell goes, "Oh, you were gonna be cooking most of the time." He was like, "No," and I'm like, "Yeah, you should. You're a chef."
You should have been like doing that and showcasing your talent, showcasing your brand. But the way I see you now, I just lost respect for you. I don't know what Saucy Santana seen in him, but he's just a messy queen, and I'm just not here for it. I liked him when he was quiet. Now you just talking too much. And you prove Bang a point when he said you jumped Anthony. You just jumped him tonight. So what's going on? And you didn't even have to jump him either. You so big. You like 6 feet. Why are you jumping this midget? Why?
Yeah, that was random and out of nowhere. What'd you think about Ara versus Big Lou?
I love Ara. I do. Because I feel like no matter the challenge, no matter who, he's saying how he feel. And I respect people like that. You might not win every battle. You might lose some. But to stand on what you feel, that's respect to me. So I really respect him and I like him. Because despite him not knowing Anthony, he still how he, because I was feeling the same way. And if I was there, I would have said the same thing. Like, so I respect how he feel and I respect everything he said. Everything he said was on point.
Right.
And I don't like Lou. Because Lou, to me, it's like people now, oh, they like Lou. But Lou was doing it basically the same thing Biggie was doing. Now it's a problem. It was a problem when Biggie was doing it. Now everybody like, oh yeah, Lou. I don't like what Lou was doing. I feel like he comes off too much. From day one, since he stepped in the house, he already knew whose side he was gonna be on. I feel like he was just trying to be on Jonathan good side, so Jonathan won't come for him. So he immediately like, all right, you know how people like some people might spot out like, all right, this is who I want to hang with.
Or
So
like you say he want to be a part of the popular crew.
Yes. So that's how I feel like he came in the house. See me, I don't care who. If I like you, I like you. I don't care if you're popular. I don't care about none of that. If I like you, I like you. But he just automatically chose sides, and I feel like he tried to turn Darrell against them, or Jonathan and them against Darrell, but it wasn't working, of course. But
yeah.
I just didn't like it. I don't like how he coming off. Every time somebody say something about Chef D or Jonathan, he just so quick to jump in and mind people business. Stay in your lane. You just met these boys 2 seconds ago. Fill everybody else out in the house and give everybody else a chance. You just so quick to pick sides. He just need to sit down somewhere. And
he did say on the live tonight, which I'm gonna upload later. He says that he wasn't aware that Chef D jumped on Ara that night until he watched it with us. He didn't see that.
So you didn't
know
see
about
it.
That.
So you telling me you didn't see it? You didn't hear nobody in the house talk about it? You just was blind like Stevie Wonder? Because it's no way you didn't see it. It's just no way.
That's what he said. Not my words.
It's just a bunch of lies. You seen it. If I seen it, I know you seen it. You just so quick to pick sides. And I just, like I said, I love Banga. He's staying on his 10 toes. And that's that. Who else in the house? Who else? Mo. That's the guy, Mo with the beard.
Right.
I didn't like how he hit the girl.
Why?
He need to mind his business.
Do you feel like he's like some of the bad boys are like inserting themselves? Because I feel like Mo and Raz are like, oh shoot, everybody getting camera time. Let me find some way to get in.
Exactly. Just like sit down, please. You just I said, you just met these boys 2 seconds ago, so you don't know the backstory of what's going on. So you so quick to jump into something. That's why I don't respect and I don't like. Anthony not wrong for telling his friends come. I feel like Anthony was lying too, saying they follow me. You know exactly where they was at and how they was coming. But like I said, they came to the house, they wanted wreck. They ain't get that, but you should have minded your business. They came there for 2 people. And 2 people only. I could see if they was jumping on them or whatever, but you should have never hit nobody. Like that was just out of line. Then you snuck them. It's too much sneaking going on, too much jumping going on, and I'm
It
ready
is
to
a lot of
jump through the
sneaking this
phone.
season.
And I'm ready to jump through the phone and jump on somebody. But like I said, I was looking at the comments before we even started the live. I'm gonna give some other people a chance.
Yeah.
I know how that feels.
Right. They're trying to get it.
all whole night.
They be so mad at me when I don't let them in. They're like, Pierre, I waited all night and I didn't get in. And I'm like, okay.
I love you so much. I support you. But I'm gonna give this person a chance. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. Make sure you guys run up that like button, or else I'm gonna run after y'all like Stunner all there, Biggie.
My hands fucked up. Are you serious? Yo, are you serious? Are you serious? My hands fucked up. Are you serious? Yo, are you serious? Are you serious?
Okay. All right. Next person I'm gonna ask you guys. I think someone's wrong with the video. What's going on, Asia? Oh, Asia's not ready. What is going on, Nico?
Hey, I waited all night.
What's up?
I was like, no, I'm joking. I waited all night for this.
Right. It's been all night.
All right, so it's a couple things I want to talk about. So Chef D has now snuck somebody 2 times, and it's only episode 3. It's a problem. So I don't know. He needs to stop doing that. I feel like he's too big for that. Like, we can't be sneaking people at that big size and that big age. It's too much. Oh, I forgot. I wanted to start with actually the baddies.
Right, the trailer.
So Natalie's talking about, if Stunner runs up, I'm gonna run up too. Natalie, with your big chin, you need to stop. Like, you need to stop. Like, I'm getting annoyed with her. Like, why are you saying if somebody else is gonna run up, you're gonna run up too? Like, you need to. Why don't you just run up by yourself? You know what I'm saying? And then Tommy and Kat, that's gonna be good. I really don't want Tommy and Kat to fight each other, because I do kind of feel like Tommy does kind of maybe respect Kat a little bit. And so to have them fight, I don't want that to happen, to be honest with you.
Well, it happened.
By the way, the Baddies East auditions is happening on Friday. I wish I knew the location so I could be on TV or something, but you know what I'm saying.
Some of my entertainers are going to be in the building, so make sure you guys take as much footage and pictures as you can.
Do they have the address? Because I'm trying to go. You feel me? Okay. All right. So Banga, right? He said, so he got mad at Raz B for antagonizing him while he was mad, but meanwhile he was antagonizing the chef while the chef was mad.
That's true.
So I'm confused. Let's see. Anthony's friends were queens, so I don't understand why they were all coming outside like they were a unit. Like, I felt like, you remember when Shar was like, "This is the bad girls club"? That's how it felt like. Right. When Shar said that?
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. Like, they all
it's
came
the
out.
Bad girls club.
Right.
That was so dramatic.
Like. And then I don't know if you remember when they were playing basketball, Prince was like, they're queens. And I was like, Prince, how you know what a queen is? Like, unless you know what I'm saying? Prince, you know, I think it's time for Prince to just be honest with himself. You know, it's better for him. Let's see what else. I'm reading off my list too, so sorry if it sounds rehearsed. But yeah, so Mo City was fighting the Queens, and I felt like it was a flashback for him. You know what I'm saying? Because people are accusing him of something. I feel like he felt a little flashback a little bit, so that's why he wanted to fight them. Let's see what else. Carry On. He said something about, I want to blend in with the background. I said, well, you're doing a very good job at doing that, because you are blending in with the background. Nobody's paying attention to you this season, unfortunately.
But we see next week that it looks like something is going to go down. I guess Chef D is going to put his bursting bear paws on Carry On.
I'm truly, truly bothered and annoyed by the Chef D, because I just feel like he's too big and first of all, he's too jolly. That's first of all. Too big and too damn jolly. Hey, yo. I can't.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And, nah, it's just he's too big to be putting his hands on these small people. Like, go fight Jonathan or something, please. Like, you're just too big. Let's see what else. Raz B, he wanted to hump on strippers. I was confused. Why are you humping on the strippers? Did you see that? You didn't
Yeah,
see
I
it?
saw.
Yeah, I was like, why are you humping on strippers? Like, I guess he was performing, but it just all looked a mess, honestly. Um, I'm excited for next week's episode. Does anything else happen apart from the Chef D and Carry On situation?
It doesn't really look like anything like besides that really happens, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's where we're gonna see sort of Carry On and Raz B get into more of the drama
Oh yeah.
of the show, because apparently I remember they were saying that Raz B gets very messy in the season, which I can see from this episode that he probably could get like that. So I'm interested to
Yeah.
see how that pans out.
I feel like he's just inserting himself in places he doesn't need to. And then how do you feel about what's his name? Orlando Brown? Like, cause I feel like he's been chill this season and I didn't expect it from him at all.
I'm so surprised at how like he's coming out this season. I really thought that like he was going to get like some bad edit. Like the first episode, we're gonna see him like running off to the bathroom, like
Hey.
some crazy shit. I'm like, oh my god, but we didn't get none of that. The only
Right.
thing is, I'm guessing that's a cigar case in the confessionals. Hopefully, it's nothing else. That's it.
Mhm.
But yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. That's all that I had. Thank you.
All right. Thanks for calling in. What is going on, my girl? Pia.
So what are we talking about first, the trailer or the show?
We talking about the trailer.
Okay. So, they could have kept it.
You don't sound too impressed, Bia.
I'm not. They could have kept it. Like, the girls know how to do slow-mo these days. Like, we didn't need to see any of it. We know who's going to fight. We know they're going to save that Cat and Tommy fight for the last and final episode. We know Stevie's going to do his Stevie grin.
Right.
I thought it was interesting that they had Rolly in the makeup room with the other two. I was like, interesting pairing. Okay.
Yes.
Seeing Scotty really think that she was the Blue Ranger was hilarious. Okay, girl. Whatever.
Maybe her and Lou have been hanging out because they both have the same move tonight.
You know what?
Hop up, jump. Hop up, punch. I was like, wow. It's a fact.
We didn't need this. Like, we know what's just give us the show. Like, I know you want to like get everybody amped, and I know somebody's gonna start beefing on Twitter throughout this week to like, rile everyone up to get excited for the show. But like, come on, Zeus. We know the formula. We know A squared plus B squared equals C squared. We know it. Like, you don't have to keep doing this to us. I'm excited to watch it. Yes. I don't know. It looked like Biggie was losing in that fight to Stunner. I ain't gonna cap to you. And like, I know everybody's gonna mention the hair pulling, but they were both pulling hair. And Biggie was stumbling like Humpty Dumpty. Like, what was happening there? She was like falling backwards while still trying to swing forward. I don't know. Like, if she had an ear infection, so her equilibrium was thrown off. Maybe that was it. She had a little vertigo. I don't know, but the girl, she was losing me. Tommy came out with her hair in a scarf at one point, and then in the next scene, she didn't have no scarf at all. So I don't. Give me the show. On to Bad Boys. On to Bad Boys. Chef Teeth is hilarious.
What, like, okay, you guys, let me tell you one thing. You guys are very hard on his teeth. I don't really notice that when he's talking. I do. When I see it in the comments and then I look at it, I'm like, oh, okay.
I do.
I've seen
the size
worse.
of his teeth and the size of his eyes when he's talking, he always looks like he's ready to bite. Just hurry, just shout down. I know he'd be spitting while he's talking. Like, that chefs have to wear like a hair guard. He needs a mouth guard because I know he can't close his mouth. I know it's contaminating the meals, and I don't want that for all.
Not contaminating the meals. I just said in the call, if you were to make a burger, you might find a tooth in there.
I'm telling you, something, a taste bud, something from his mouth is gonna be in there. I don't want it.
God.
He's so embarrassing to see him fighting Anthony, who had one good hand, by the way, and you couldn't drag that man. Come on.
A swollen
do any
hand at that
damage.
too.
Exactly. Like literally, like he was basically so pink when she was eventually on the 4th round of fighting Sweet Dreams. Like your hand, you can't, it's just a nub at this point. You might as well just hold it behind your back for balance and swing with your good one, because it was pointless. So to see him not even like outside of his ring scratching Anthony's face, which really reminded me of Baddies, of South Central Baddies. Like she got rings on. I take our rings off.
That's why I played that clip in my recap. She put her whole time.
She put hair though.
I said, look at Barbie's inspiration, girl. I said, look at you, Barbie. You causing inspo.
Yo, this is mad embarrassing. Like you're mad big. Like no tea, no shade. Like you're a big dude. So like to see you even like windmilling like that is crazy to me. Big Lou is giving Rolling Ray. Like, why does he always sound congested? I need him to get like a Zyrtec, Allegra, a Neti Pod, something, because he needs to flush his sinuses. It pisses me off. He really is the biggie of the season. He is a meat eater. Okay. Ooh. It's not Bad Boys no more. It's like Best Eater Award. It's him. Like, I just don't understand. Like, you would think that these was your man's since pots and pans, and they're not. Like, one was your first client, and the other one is just not even necessarily a friend, but oh, I know him type, or I know of him type of person. So why are you on Meek so bad? Which is crazy, because he's fighting Ara for doing the same thing he's doing. Like, Ara. You're right, Ara.
That was funny when he did that. I'm sorry. He said Ara.
Like, you beefing with him for standing up for someone else, but like that's literally what you've been doing since the start of this show. Like, whenever it's someone else's drama, somehow I hear Wagwan, and I've never heard Wagwan in those terms, like in meeting in this way. So it's like, how are you?
You know what's funny? Some people thinking that he just saying foreign words. I say, y'all saw that word culture, girl. Like, what's Wagwan?
Definitely just say Wagwan, but it's like, yo, like I just I don't see it for him right now, which is annoying, because it's like, how can you dap it up with Relly and say it's no beef man to man, but whenever bangers speak, it's like, yo, you feel like you could take this W, so let me act up. I'm not gonna lie, that smack kind of frazzled Banger. I don't think he was expecting the power, you know. Boom chancleta. The way
that was as hard as getting hit with a chancleta.
You know, but I am gonna say that the first 3 fights between them was a tie. I don't know what the boys saw that we did not see, but them to be dragging it like, oh, you know, Big Lou whoop Banger ass. I ain't see it like that until that last round. That's the one that I would say Banger lost, but the others, it was a tie. Like, they was like little chihuahuas, you know. Just, you know, who was Jerry Mouse, little brother that was strong? It was giving that. Like,
not gonna lie. I feel like they cut some stuff out. That's what I feel like. I feel like they cut some stuff out. Like, it was too choppy. Like, and then we saw Prince being like, round 1, round 2, round 3,
on
round 4. Yeah.
You know, he wanted to hire wave a sign and walk around the ring, because he's a queen himself. But I really don't think that, like, I don't think Banger got his ass whooped the way they made it seem, from what we could see at least. And for Big Lou to keep calling him Permy, sir, you got on a sleeveless turtleneck, might I add. Do not. Why your tank top got a collar?
You saying it's giving Franklin?
Like, you're the Say Hannah of the season? Like, is that what's happening here? Your stylist? Okay. Big Lou, but Ara, he's just so Southern. Like, if he would like take off the Walmart fashion, keep his hair in the dark fade, disconnect the wire from his headphones, you know, not dance like that, he'd be a cool look.
I don't know. I was like, Remember
Maybe
when
like,
it was a Bad Girls Club when somebody was trying to crunk dance? I think it was Red.
listen, if Shucking and Jiving was a person, I don't know, man. I think it would look like that. I don't know if I want to know. Prince is so pretty though. I put that in my notes. He's really a pretty girl.
Yeah,
When
pretty raw.
he,
Yeah,
he's delicate, okay? Also, is Relly a producer this season? Because
it's
he's
giving that.
like,
I
is
see
he
Jonathan has a producer credit. We really need to give it to Relly because he's really putting in the work.
We do. At least a narrator's credit or something, because he
I
has
said
his
that.
Baton Rouge fingers up and everything sounding like the Pink Panther every episode. I am
Yes.
just taken aback, like, okay, take the lead there, ankle monitor. Do what you gotta do. I don't
What
know.
do you think about him flexing that ankle monitor? Do you think that's a flex to show
It's
that you're a
weird.
G?
It's weird. Anybody who grew up around that type of stuff knows that, like, you're not in jail, so honestly, we don't care. Especially because, what did you do to get it? Is it something to do with him, abusing his ex?
Allegedly.
Allegedly, like, what did you do to get this ankle monitor that wasn't bad enough for them to be like, okay, we'll keep you in prison? Like, it's not impressive, especially because y'all are in Houston. Like, it's not even like they let you leave the country with this ankle monitor. Like, you're down the street from your complex that you share with Island Boy and all the
others. I don't think he's one of them. That's the Bobby Boys. Wrong cast.
Close enough.
Right.
I do wish Relly would have stood up for Anthony the way that Banga did, though, because he would have been a voice, not necessarily that they would listen to, but it at least would have been a little bit more respected from the people who he was speaking to, because Jonathan does not respect Banga. He's tiny, and Chef D just want to sneak. I can't stand him. I cannot. Like, I want his eyeballs to explode in his head. He gets on my nerves so bad because Banga is like.
Why you want my eyeballs to explode?
The Bernstein Bears will never be the same. He's too big. Like, he needs to stay out the field and get back in the kitchen. Like, just cook a lobster. Make a shrimp.
Would you let him cook you a nice plate?
Absolutely not.
Why not? You guys are judging his cooking before he could even display it.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like, I feel like he's the type of dude who suck their fingers while they cook it and be like, no. You will not.
That's so bad.
You will not. Absolutely not. But this is the episode of Lick Back. I cackled when Banga said he needed to get his lick back. All I could think of was razor blade. Like, just.
He even imitates Darrell next episode. He was just like, I will not calm down. And I will get my lick back. I said, okay. The things Razor has done.
She's an influencer. She's a mother of these hoes. You hear her?
The girl, let me tell you something about Razor Blade. She's an idiot. You know why? You didn't take advantage. You create a lot. Of course, people have been saying get your lick back, but it's like you're one of the first people that's been televised.
Yes,
saying it so profusely,
especially
and you
as
didn't
a
capitalize
business
off
owner.
It.
Man, listen. I would have had an album release party, something, a little Spotify single down. Something.
Oh.
Speaking of which, I am so happy they did not play Raspy's music in that club scene. I was going to.
Have you listened to any of Raspy's?
Absolutely not.
Darrell said, I wasn't here when Raspy was doing music.
The last thing I want to
boy.
hear is new music from Raspberry. I don't want to hear it. And he is the reason why they be telling people to keep their hands off the girls in the club, because what were you doing? I know that he lost his childhood to Chris Stokes, but I don't know, man. So
you know what would have been an awesome storyline? Let's say one of the boys called him out on that, and then could bring that up, and he could be able to talk about that, because a lot of people are interested into knowing a little bit more about that in detail. So hopefully that does get brought up.
The class that he's with, they don't necessarily they're not his age, respectfully. Like, those is 24-year-olds, and he's like, I don't know, in my brain Raspy is like 42, so I don't even know if they
he needs to be on the Bad Men's Texas.
Exactly.
No, he needed to rename it Unbehaved Gentlemen. Unbehaved Gentlemen Texas.
Foxes. I get that. Speaking of Chef D, though, the club is my element, he said. this is why we got to remove the chef name. Because for one, I know he's not classically trained. But why isn't the kitchen your element? Why aren't you taking advantage of that kitchen and showing us why we should book you? Because you can't. Because you can't.
You're saying he's not classically trained, that he just makes seafood and meat platters?
I'm telling you, on an
God.
unclean countertop. I know he do. And he just put it in freaking random plastic black bags. Like, he don't even use, like, it's just nasty. And I don't want nothing to do with it. I want Chef D to be canceled yesterday. But other than that, I think that people are dragging the whole Anthony told his friends where we were. Y'all are all from Dallas, allegedly, or Houston, wherever y'all are. So, like, how hard could it be to find y'all? Do I think he gave him the code to get in? Absolutely. Do I think he should have? Absolutely. Y'all been jumping me since we got here.
Sneaking my ass. Now Anthony looking like a Siamese cat.
It was cool when y'all let Milan do it, but when Anthony do it, it's a problem.
Right. One last question. Who's cooking would you do? I mean, would you take Amber Ali or Chef D?
You know what? Because Amber ain't good reviews on the cabaret either.
So you gotta pick one.
I gotta be in the kitchen. Damn. I'm gonna go with Amber because you know what? If I see her start screwing up, we can just thump right there. Like, it's gonna be a tables, ladders, and chairs match in the kitchen. We're just gonna have to get it over with and she can get going. But Chef D, I feel like if you don't like what he cooked, like, he's gonna bite you. And I don't want that for me at all. I'd honestly let's have Mo City. Let's have Mo City cook naked.
Okay.
There it is.
Okay. Thank you so much for calling in.
Good night.
Night. What is going on? Hold on. Kay, what is going on? Oh, before I add next person, I keep seeing these comments about Mo during the show calling the boys bitch. I didn't peep that. See, I'll be missing some stuff. Y'all be making me catch onto it. I didn't peep that. He keeps calling the boys bitch, like, hey bitch, like, shut up bitch. I didn't peep that. Are y'all just making that up, just trying to be funny? Because I didn't peep that. All right, what is going on, Kay?
Okay, am I live? Can you hear me?
Yes, you live.
Okay, we in here. Okay, let me start because I have a whole bunch of notes. I probably have like 6 pointers real quick, so I'm gonna get through like 3. Let's start with, I don't like how all the boys keep using these same one-liners from Baddies. I don't know why, but it kind of bothers me. Like, you're on the show. We're not watching the last season. Make some new stuff. Like, this is literally how you get remembered. Come up with your own shit.
Yes.
Second, it was very interesting to see Raz B get a little hype when Anthony's friends came. And on top of that, when Abra, I think I said it right, when Abra got beat up, which I don't think he got beat up at all, but whatever, no shade with it. But it shows to me like, oh, okay, Raz B, you got it in you to be a little grimy like that. Like, you think you can take advantage, low key. I don't like that. Like,
he's like, calm down, nigga. Shut up. I was like, damn.
Yeah, like, who you getting hype with? And I'm really shocked that Darrell didn't know B2K stuff. Maybe it's because I am on the East Coast. I don't know if they were like a little bit more prevalent here. And I was born in 99. Darrell was born in like I was about to say 42. He was born in like 1994 or something like that. So I'm like, how you don't know them? But maybe he grew up in the church. That's what I'm assuming. Maybe so. I was so mad that Lou did that little move against Ara because I really wanted Ara to win. Like, I really didn't like that, but it was super funny.
Which move? Because there was a lot of them. You talking about when he jumped up and came down?
Yes, when he like Superman jumped and knocked Ara out, basically. I'm like, oh my God, this is horrible for Ara, but it's so funny. Like, I feel like this is what's making Lou iconic. I feel like he gets it. That and the little one-liner, Wagwan, when he be doing that, it's like, oh,
yeah,
it's easy to remember him. That's what I like.
I want to say this. The reason why I feel like he's good for the show, like you said before, I hate how some of these other bad boys are using the same line, Betty. Like, we've heard like get your leak by at least 15 times now. Like, it's annoying. Like, stop. At least him, he's not saying, oh, get your leak by. Like, he's being himself. So I was give him that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I want to say, for some reason, I don't know. I have like a love and hate relationship with Lou. For some reason, he reminds me of Natalie, but not in the way where like, because I feel like Natalie on her season in her prime was very kind of a leader. Lou is a follower, but he it's the fact that he can't fight. But I think he's just like very delusional enough to think he's always doing his big one. So I just think that's cute about him. Like you're just so whatever. I do not like Chef D Ryder. I think he is so lame and such a liar. Like, girl, you did not black out. Like, who are you kidding? You jumped at me in and you knew you jumped at me in. That's just lame. And I hope Anthony and Abra team up at the reunion and jump him so he can see how I feel. I just really don't mess with him. I don't like that. And Rel said he was telling Anthony's friends, like, oh yeah, I fought them boys for Anthony. And I'm like, no, you didn't. You might have fought Mr. Wagwan, but you didn't fight D. You might have pressed him a little bit, asked him one question or two, but you didn't throw them hands with him. I feel like if he would have threw them hands, then I would have been like, okay, I respect it. Cause you doing all this crying for him in the confessional. Get your lick back. Ain't that your friend? Get your lick back for him.
Ain't that your
What's going
friend?
on? Like what's it given? I like Lou's confession. First of all, I like everybody's confessional look. I feel like they really
Who's your
stepped it up.
favorite?
It has to between Abra and probably Lou. I like their
Okay.
second confessional looks. Really, really bad. I think
One
everybody
with the red
stepped it up.
hat and okay. And
Yeah.
then Ava was giving My Little Teacup.
He was given the what is that? The Casamigos bottle, I
Oh
think.
yeah,
He
that
was getting
too.
a little of that. So I was like, okay, that's cute. But I feel like everybody in general really stepped it up. Even Raz B. Raz B got that hair together and stuff a little bit more. So I thought that was real cute. And I actually really like the straights this season. I don't know if because like
Wait a minute.
yeah. Oh no, what?
Y'all know for their dress though, like they're like it's a group, the straights. Go ahead,
Oh,
I'm
no
sorry.
shade,
That's
like
funny
no
to
shade
me.
with it. But like I really like them this season. I don't know if it's because they are
The straight.
younger
Uh-huh.
than like I guess the quote unquote straights from last season. I
Mm-hmm.
seen a TikTok the other day and it was basically going through all the boys' ages, and I was shocked to see that Darrell was the youngest. I think the youngest was like 25, and then the oldest was like Carry On and Raz B. They were like they were 37. I was gonna say something else,
Right.
but no shade. But yeah, I like it. And I feel like the way they play, it kind of because you don't like to say your age, Pierre, but I clocked a few T's. I
Right.
got it
Listen, I
together.
don't, but like the smart entertainers, like they know.
Yeah, you thought you was unclockable, but I feel like I kind of did my due diligence. And
Right. Don't say
we
it on
real.
here, please.
I got you, but we kind of young, so it kind of reminds me of being like back in high school. I don't know how everybody else's high school was set up, but like the high school boys in like my high school, they they played around not with their femininity. I want to be correct. I don't know the correct terms, but they kind of played around in those type of manners. Like they were really comfortable with I guess their sexuality. They were okay with like kind of some jokes and stuff like that. So it kind of reminds me of like that, and it's very
You talking about
refreshing.
locker room behavior, the smacking, the ass with the towel.
Yeah, very much that. And when they
Okay.
were on the basketball court, I'm like, oh, this is kind of giving me that. It was just kind of cute to see them doing that, I guess.
You don't
I don't
think it was
know.
giving an intro to a good old black orgy? Wait.
I mean, they was saying a few things about Mr. Mo City, but we're gonna leave that on LSA, I guess. I don't
I
know.
think it was innocent for the most. I know I joke about it stuff, but I think it was purely innocent. I think they know, like that's why I said on my recap, like Darrell's good for the show because like he could be the person that can do that. If they had replaced him and
Yeah.
had like Banga do that, it would have been awkward. He's that funny enough and approachable enough when it comes to around the cast that he can do stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. And I did want to second. Somebody else commented this on Most City, and what I wrote in my notes is, wow, I love how they're just. I guess the Texas boys, they're so comfortable using the bitch word with each other. They
I
kind of
gotta
remind
go
me of
back
the
and
Cali
watch this.
boys. Like I feel like in California they're like that too. Like they just be calling each other bitch, 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 bitch. Oh.
So you say don't worry. You say he's coming from the same school as Soldier Boy with the yes, bitch, yes, bitch, yes.
Yes, very much that. And I'm like, wow, when he was having that talk with Jonathan, I'm like, oh, so this is a normal thing, you know? And I was like, okay, I guess that's kind of cute or whatever. At least they're not like trying to fight over it. Cause I feel like if it was last season, what's his name? Mr. Moolah.
Mulan would have had an issue. You're not gonna call me a bitch, bro. I'm not feeling that gay energy. He would have had an issue with that.
He definitely would have. So I was like, okay, that's kind of different, but I like it, you know?
Yeah.
I like it. To Baddies, oh my Lord. Honestly, I hate when they just drop all these teasers and stuff. Teaser part 1, teaser part 2, teaser part 3. Like, calm down.
They're gonna put an outro teaser with Janisha getting ready, girl.
It gets on my nerves so much. What did I take from that? What I took from that is I'm very glad Krishan was not there, honestly, because I don't feel like they're not getting much talking done anyways, but they damn sure was not gonna get any talking done if she was there. I'm really proud of Sky. I kind of want to see her back. I'm like, okay, you're really getting active. Getting very active. Who else? Stunning Girl got active, but I think that's a given. Natalie did a couple jiu-jitsu lessons and stuff, so I'm proud of her too. Like, okay, Natalie, if you really get on your big one tip like this, I might have to stand again. Like, it might be given.
I think Natalie's been taking some classes, some defense classes. Yeah.
Yes. I don't know. Maybe, her and Jacob been getting in the field ever since that little whole Curtis thing has been happening and going global.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I kind of like this. But that's really all I had to say. I'm gonna press you about one little thing because
what it is.
I'm waiting. We never got that Dubai doc.
Oh my God, you're always asking with the girls. That.
Like, I need to figure it out. But I did come up with the name for you.
Okay.
I'm trying to help you out. It's gonna be called Allegedly, the Dubai documentary. Ain't that That's cute.
Capital A. Okay.
But I'm gonna let you do your big one with that. I'm not gonna rush you. But I'm out of here, and thank you so much for your time, Tia.
All right. All right. So the reason why I low-key want to do Dubai thing is because I started it, but then I was like, this could end up really bad and legal, and I don't have time for that. So yeah, that's why I didn't really continue when it comes to doing the whole baddies in Dubai. Okay. Plus, some of the baddies, since Baddies, the franchise has started, they've been doing less excursions into Dubai. So that shows me that things were happening in Dubai. Because if you're doing less excursions in Dubai because you're getting coinage in the USA, that shows me that there was something going on in Dubai. Right? All right, what is going on, season 3, baddie?
What is up, baby?
Baddest of the baddest. I want to see you back.
Can you hear me, babe?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I just want to make sure. First of all, where are we starting? Do we want to just even touch on
the Baddies West trailer?
Okay, because I skimmed through it because it was the same. It was just a longer version of the same thing we watched last week, and frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Okay, it's just too much. I think that. Oh, my one question was, who was Scotty fighting?
Tommy. Apparently, she hops on Tommy for Tommy getting into it with Natalie. That's why you hear her say, "You never take accountability."
Oh, okay. Well, then that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Other than that, I really don't care. And I'm honestly don't even know if I'm gonna watch the first. I mean, I know I'm gonna watch it. Let me not lie. But I'm gonna probably skim through the first episode because you already know nothing's gonna happen till the very end. And I will say one thing. It does seem like this sounds like they've been listening. Somebody over there might be an entertainer, darling, because they've been bringing them in rounds.
You know they're entertainers.
You already know, babe. It looks like they're bringing them in rounds. It doesn't look like they bring them all in and just get ready for the WWE SmackDown.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, hopefully it's decent. I mean, I know people have already said it already, but this season already 3 episodes in has beat Baddies West for sure.
Oh yes.
I mean, from the dialogue to it's just so much more, and these guys are actually interesting. I'm wondering if the secret ingredient is Natalie being behind the scenes.
Right, because we only seen her pop up as Nicole Scherzinger in the first episode.
girl. Anyway, but yeah, I'm wondering. I'm like, is that the? Yeah, I'm like, is that the secret ingredient? You better stop. Is that the secret ingredient? Like now, because it's very clear they do a different like. Baddies, I think the biggest problem with Baddies is they have too much off time. It sounds like they film for 2 days, off for 5. They film for 2 days, off for 5. And it's because you're bringing in too many random girls who have their own schedules off the clock. So then y'all got to make your schedule around everybody else's schedule. And now, did you see Ruby Rose is supposed to be on there?
Right. I saw a video. I was going to play the clip, but I didn't have time to download it. Apparently, she was on live saying that she's scared of going on Baddies because she's scared of getting hands put on her. I'm like, you going on the wrong show, baby girl.
Well, girl, and they're gonna try you, girl. And my thing is, because you know how Tommy didn't say anything when she did the audition. No, she said, I'm on Baddies East. She didn't say I'm on the Baddies East audition. So I mean, that will be very interesting because she seems just a little more sweet.
Right.
And I don't know if you were the one who said that. Like, I think she's a baddie in like the aesthetic,
Right.
and like she's a rapper and stuff like that. But I don't like not every, and that's fine. You can have girls on there who ain't about to fight, but then you got to make sure she just has like somebody who she could just have like petty beef with, and not one of these random new girls who's trying to beat up Ruby Rose just for the clout.
So you're saying they should cast Halle Bailey as Halle Bailey as a baddie?
Oh, listen, leave the Little Mermaid alone. Okay, but yes, they should. And they should have
damn well she would do it.
They should have a surprise. They should have Chloe be like, surprise.
Right. No, better yet, they should take the cast to go see Little Mermaid.
You need to stop right now. Okay. So let's get into the boys. Okay. First of all, I don't care what the person before me said. Jesus is the best confessional look. Okay, it goes to my Lord Savior Jesus Christ on this holy day. Okay, because he's serving every time I see him, and I just think of you. And
I want to know where he got that shirt from. That's a sickening shirt.
It really is. And you know what it gives me? Like, I hope he's not talking about fighting nobody in that, because it gives me, remember when the Migos was about to beat up Joe Budden and they were all in blouses?
Yes.
That's what it
That's
gives
so bad
me.
at Bougie.
We're talking about Bougie. Anyway, rest in peace, take off. Rest in peace.
Right.
Okay, so first of all, Chef is doing too much. I just don't like him, and I'm so glad you commented on the 2K. It was giving Donald Trump. Baby, can you hear me? Like, it was just getting too much. And my thing is, I'm honestly, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm mad nobody else checked him for jumping, because did they really not see? Because we all saw, and it kind of gives me like, I'm wishing Curtis was on this season, because I feel like if Curtis was on this season, he would have said something to Jonathan more than, like, Jarrell did try, but Carry On scary, so he was just in the back.
Right.
But I feel like Curtis was like, yo, like, y'all work this out or something. And I feel like, how are y'all all just gonna co-sign this man hitting somebody who's literally half his size in the back of the neck? And security, y'all too.
That's
like,
true.
I don't like, and I'm getting a little fed up with security, because y'all like to pick and choose who. And like, even I noticed on the Baddies clip, and I mean, this could have been by coincidence, but it's real funny how y'all had Sky turned all the way around. I'm not saying Rolly needed to be set up to win, but what I'm saying is, if I'm fighting somebody, grab us both equally the same way, or let us fight. Don't have me turned around where she can still grab my hair and I'm halfway on the ground and now she's beating me up.
Ooh.
Don't do that.
So you're saying it's a little favorites, and that's why probably Tommy was like, you playing favorites? So that might be a little truth in what she was saying.
And put her drawers in that man's face, never forget.
Sky need to go take off her panties and teach him a lesson.
That's what I'm saying. But like, yeah, so I think, I don't know, I love Benga. How you say it? Raw. I love Benga. I feel so bad that, whatever happened to him, because I feel like, I mean, Luke did get him. I'm not going to discredit.
He did. I don't see how people are saying it's a tie. It really wasn't. Next week, though,
Benga was trying, though.
You still there?
Sorry, you cut out, baby. What'd you say?
No, I was saying, I don't know how people are saying it's a tie, though, but I said next week, Banga gets his leak back.
I can't wait, because I do like Big Blue. He's entertaining, but what I am going to say about Big Blue is he keeps telling all-rah to mind his business. But Big Lou, this is your second time jumping in something that had nothing to do with you. You should have been in the back with Jesus and the rest of the disciples, Carry On, and the Prince, and the one that looks like my brother. You should have been in the back with the rest of them, not saying nothing, but you had to jump up. Is he Jonathan and Chef D's friend?
He said that he has styled them both. I know he's Jonathan's friend. I don't know about Chef D, but he said he styled them both.
Okay, well, I don't know, because it's giving Rolling Ray friends and the exes and the whatnot. But I just like it's just you telling people to mind their business, but you're jumping up in everything every time, and it has nothing to do with you. And because of that, and it's like it's giving. Maybe you want TV time. I'm kind of glad because it is entertaining, but at the same time, you can't be throwing stones from a glass house, baby.
You feel like he's being hypocritical?
Very, very. Because I mean, am I wrong?
No.
Exactly. So, and let's talk about Anthony for a second, because thank you. Anthony has been doing what I said y'all should have been doing for seasons now. And I hope his same friends roll up to the reunion, because y'all ain't about to jump me in my city. And my thing is, you guys keep forgetting Zeus. You let these people come with their phones. I have all my friends' locations. Especially y'all know Zeus be picking and choosing who they wanted, whatever. His friends probably knew where he was. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
I'm not even gonna lie, he did kind of look surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if a PA let them in and was like, "Oh, and we gonna check."
Do you think he gave them the code to the gate though?
No, I don't. I think someone else did. They probably the way Zeus works, they probably checked them at the gate, knew they didn't have no guns.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's why they let them get, because not only that, how did y'all get from the gate past security, past the other set of security to the back door?
Right, knocking on
There's
it.
There's way too many PAs in that house. It's not like you climbed through the bushes or anything like Milan last year. No, you pulled up with your car. There should have been people surrounded the car. You wouldn't even let Tommy take her bags in without getting checked, but you let these people roll up. None of it.
That was a little unbelievable.
Sense. You know, and it's also very coincidental how all of a sudden that everybody's blaming Anthony. Like, I don't think Anthony genuinely, to me, looks surprised, and that's why. And he kind of looked a little scared for his friends, because like he doesn't know he knows that his friends are capable, and he was like, "Yo, just let me leave with them." And I would have been the same way. Like, let me leave with my friends before they really get ghetto up in here.
Right.
You know. So, but did anybody catch how? It's real crazy you was doing all that, Chef D, and there was the fear of God in his eyes when they knocked on that door. Did anyone else see that?
Yeah, his eyes did kind of bulge.
He had the fear. He was like, oh, no, you don't do that. No, you don't jump people. But you keep doing that. So my friend's about to come in here and jump you. I don't care if it's 27 sissies up in here. We're going to climb that bear, Steve Bear. And that's how we feel about that. Okay, and anyway, so my last thing I just want to say is, when Darrell had the hat on and he was talking to Prince, I love that. The Bears Bears. When Darrell had that hat on, you know what I'm talking about? And they were out there playing. I love that scene. That was probably the most organic setup to talk to scene that they've had so far.
Right.
And you're right, Darrell, because were you the one saying at the beginning that Darrell shouldn't come back? Or somebody said that, because we didn't think he should came back, but like, I'm glad he came back.
Yeah.
Because he's so entertaining. And when Prince was like, no, everybody knows, you know, we know. And I'm at work like, yeah, we do know, Prince. When you gonna tell us the truth?
What did he mean by that? Because I feel like that was a weird edit. Like, they just put that in there. I feel like he was talking about something else and they put that in there, because that didn't make any sense. Because I'm like, what do we know?
And if he did, and they set him up, because I don't know.
Right.
There, but
They're
I was
really
like
setting him up.
I was like, yeah, we do know Prince, but what are you gonna tell us? But yeah,
like, no, listen, these producers, they're shady as F, because they know little stuff about them. So they put that in there. Like with Moolah, they knew, like, you know, he was a DL Trey, so they would put little innuendos of him, you know, looking or saying stuff. Like, they do that on purpose.
No, for real. But that's pretty much all I have to say. One thing I will say though, they should have had William the Baddest back, because I think it would have just added.
You know damn well, Willow, I know you probably gonna watch this eventually. You know damn well you was gonna do it again, Ron.
He would have did it. He would have did it. But that's all I gotta say. Oh, Orlando Brown's confessional looks not that bad. He actually looks like a normal Negro. And I love you. Y'all like this video. I got some stuff for you. Check your email in about 30 minutes.
Period. All right, thank you.
Bye, baby. Love you. Bye.
Night. Or what is going on? You know my buddy. Hello. Oh, you're not ready. What is going on, Chris?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, what should I start off with?
Baddies West trailer.
Okay, so really, all I gotta say is I don't understand why Rolly and Stunner are fighting. Like, their beef to me is so confusing. Like,
You don't
I
get
can't
Rolly and
really just
Stunner's
get.
beef?
Yeah, like I don't understand it. Like, why are they fighting? Like, cause I know like the last time it was like they was cordial, on Baddies West. So it was like now that they on the reunion fighting, I'm confused.
Because as the episode started to air, basically, I guess Stunner Girl would get mad at some of the stuff that she saw and used to call out, Rolly for being fat, saying that she's too old for a rap career, so on and so forth. And I believe at one point, I think it was Rolly said that. No, it was Rolly. She said she got paid like a good amount for like the season or something like that, or for something, and then basically Stunner Girls, I know you didn't. It was a lot of back and forth online. That's why they have beef, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I want to see the fight between her. I want to see the fight between her and Big Biggie. I want to see whatever. And I'm confused why Stevie J is there. Stevie.
That was
Like,
weird.
they could have. I feel like they could have chose somebody else. They could have chose like who they could have chose. They
He's
could have
like,
been
they got beef, like they got beef bigger than my beefcake. I'm like,
because I feel like Stevie J is gonna be like the type to like I don't know like I feel like it's kind of good that they brought like a straight a man there because it's like I feel like having another woman there. I don't know like it would have been like they've been trying to like I don't know
like
not
disrespect her.
yeah, kind of like disrespect, but like when you get like a man kind of point of view to things, like you kind of see from where they kind of come
But
from.
Natalie said it was fight night, so it looked like he wasn't able to control nothing.
That's what it seemed like, because it seemed like that's how he was like in the trailer. He was just like, hey, ain't nothing wrong with them squabbling or whatever. So it's like
Right.
he like all for it. So it was like, yeah.
Stevie
And
just wanted a free check.
I wanted to see the fight between Natalie and Tommy because it looked like Natalie was doing her big one in the trailer. It looked like Natalie was, she was putting it on Tommy. I'm not gonna hold you. I was like, okay, Natalie, all right, little fight lessons from, the little boxing match. Okay.
Natalie went home and high five Jacob like, I beat her fucking ass. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and then who else fought? I want to see the fight between Kat and Tommy. Um, I don't know if Lo got into it, but I know she changed clothes, of course. So I don't know if she fought anybody at the reunion. Um, yeah, pretty much. I'm just kind of looking forward to it a little bit, and I want to see the auditions. I don't know about the judges, to be honest. I'm a little unsure about the judges because I feel like they could have chose somebody different, like for the judges. They didn't have to choose like freaking Tokyo Tony or like what's her face,
Ruby
Ruby.
Rose.
They
What do you
could
think
have
about her being on Baddies? Because I question it. I don't think it's a good fit.
who Ruby Rose.
Yes. I feel like she's going to get mopped and embarrassed.
I don't feel like that would be for her. I don't feel like it's a good fit because I feel like her name, the way like how her name is like she could have do something. She could have do something bigger. I feel like I don't feel like Baddies should be something like for her. Kind of like Dream Doll, basically. When you said like
Right.
it taints her image, I feel
Right.
like that is not good. I feel like it will help her in a sense because it would kind of give her a little bit more exposure. But I feel like it's not gonna. I feel like I don't know. It's gonna kind of taint her image a little bit. If she goes
Right.
on. So I don't know.
Because
We're
with
gonna
Stunner
see.
Girl, it makes sense. Because Stunner Girl, she already has like a not a bad rep, but like she's known for like the hood activity. She putting people in cages. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So fighting's not off the radar for her. So it makes sense.
But see, the thing about it is, when Stunner Girl came on Baddies, nobody didn't know Stunner like that. Nobody hardly didn't know her.
The West did.
Who did?
The West.
They did, of course, but it's like it was other people who didn't know her because I didn't know who she was until
I
like
know a little about her, but not like that.
yeah, and like her music and stuff. But it's like I didn't know who Stunner Girl was, and then I just feel like with Ruby Rose, I don't know, like it's really just like okay, what is she gonna bring? That's what I'm more so like gonna like trying to figure out, like what she's gonna bring to the show.
Right.
Really, Bad Boys. I don't like Chef D. I'm not feeling him
Jesus
because
Christ.
I don't like the
Chef
fact
D
how he
shouldn't have
said-
did this show, girl.
right. I don't feel like it's not looking good for him because it's like, why would he sit there? What would possess you to sit there and hit that man? Why would he hit that man? Why him and Big Lou was fighting? I don't like
Right.
that. That didn't make sense to me because it's like if you already see them fighting, why just the same thing with the whole Jonathan and Anthony situation. If you already see them fighting, why would you go hit him? Why would you go jump in it when it had nothing to do with you? So I just felt like that was unnecessary for Chef D to hit, Banga. And I feel like the fight between Banga and Lou, I feel like Lou was giving Banga the business. No shade.
Yeah.
It's
Same.
no shade. But in
Same.
the next episode, yeah, I feel like Banga was like, you know what? I'm about to get my I'm about to, I'm about
Get
to
my
get my
leak back.
I feel like low key the reason why Bagel did that because he know he lost and he know everybody kept talking about him losing the fight. So that's why I
Right.
feel like now I gotta come back and redeem myself so I won't look like a PUSSY. So it may make it seem like he just beat me up and I'm just whatever. All I gotta say is Mo City hang he fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love my entertainers.
He fine.
So you're telling Mo City slide in the DMs?
Yes, sliding my DMs.
What's the girl whose song is Pretty Privilege?
Yes, he do look Jesus, and I want to play his hair. I really want to play in his hair. It's no shade, like, and he just fine, and like I like his like vibe. It's very like he's very chill, laid back.
Mhm.
I like his aesthetic. I just like it. I just like his personality overall. My favorites this season so
Mhm.
far, I would say it would be him. Um, it would be what's his name? Orlando. I like Orlando. What's the other man name? What's his name? I don't want to say Jonathan. Jonathan is kind of like I don't know. He in the middle with me a little bit because it's like I like Jonathan, but then again, it's like he kind of do little things that kind of make me look a little sideways at him because it's like I don't know, like I just feel like is it like everybody just following him this season?
I think
Like
the bad part is one, he has a producer's credit, which I'm like, did they know that he was a producer at that point? And two, they're terrified of him.
yeah, so now they feel like if they know he has, I don't know if they did knew, but if they did knew at the time, I feel like they gave him that, and I feel like he could throw his authority around, like to people, like kind of like throw his weight around a little bit.
Right.
I think I like Darrell, and I did feel bad for Anthony. Like I did feel so bad because he had to go home, and like I felt bad at the fact when Darrell was in the confessional talking about how it's so upsetting that I have to sneak him out the back so he won't get
Right.
anything.
His hand was humongous.
Yes.
Since we have a That's So Raven star, it only fits.
Oh my god! But they didn't have to do Anthony like that. I do feel bad for Anthony for him going out like that. I would want Anthony to stay. I would have wanted him to stay though longer in the house for him to go on the tour and everything and go East City with them. And I wonder who FD was fighting in the next episode.
I think it's Carry On, if I'm not mistaken, because I remember in the trailer where Carry On was running away from Chef D.
Really?
Yeah.
I was thinking
think
it
it's
was
Carry On.
Raz B.
I
I
think it's
think it was
Carry On.
Raz B. I think I like, and I like. Oh yeah, and I like Banger. I like
Yeah.
Banger too. I just don't like the fact when I like the fact when I feel like I like how Banger can step, like he can defend himself. That's what I would give him. He can defend himself. He knows how to defend himself, and like he knows how to stand up for himself. Like if anybody come from any kind of way or whatever, he can always, stand up for himself and self advocate for himself. I like that because I like when people can not let somebody, bully them.
Right.
And I feel like he know that. I feel like Jonathan know he can't bully him a little bit because in the episode when Jonathan said something to Banger, Banger kind of like said something back to Jonathan. So it kind of like shows that okay, like I'm starting to see like all right, I like Banger a little bit because it's like he ain't gonna let nobody punk him
Right.
and gonna stand
Well,
up for him.
somebody said kick you off because you're trying to steal a man.
Who? Who trying to kick me off? What's the
No, because they
scene?
say you try to steal a man.
Who?
Mo.
Mo.
Yeah. Mo City.
Well, he my man first, He my man first. That's
Any
the tea.
final thoughts on the episode?
My thoughts of this episode, it was very I liked the episode. I liked the balance of the episode.
Yeah.
It was a lot of I liked the transitions and I feel like every scene was not that long. So yeah, it was really good. Zeus doing a good job. It's like when it comes to Bad Boys, why they do so good, but when it comes to Bad Boys,
Right.
like
That's
what
true.
y'all be doing?
That's true. Because this season is actually really good. I'm surprised because I was thinking, oh, it's gonna be another trash season. It's actually really good. Like actually,
Yeah,
like
and I feel
I
like they
watched
got
it twice and I was
better
really
things
like,
to do, on this
right,
season more. And I feel like because they have a little bit more boys on this season too, so they don't gotta like less people. Because I feel like on Bad Boys season, they didn't have that much people on Bad Boys season one.
right,
But I feel like on here they have more people, and I feel like I like the people that they got on here. It's no homophobic going on. You don't got no mullahs, no courtesies
right.
on here. So yeah, it's pretty good so far. And for that person who said don't take your man, I will run you over.
Bye. I love my entertainers. Okay, before I continue, guys, please hit that like button before I get rocked to knock y'all upside your head. Yee nigga. All right, what is going on? So deaf.
Hey, Pierre. Hey,
What's up? What's up? What's
entertainers.
up?
Can you hear me all right?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. So I just want to call on my cousin, Bob B. And Raz B, let me talk to you. Why was you pump faking? What was all that pump faking?
Queen of Atlanta, Bobby.
I was like, Raz B, what the heck you done got mad for? I was confused. I still don't know why he got mad. Like he was too mad and didn't do nothing when they got outside.
Right.
Nothing. All right. I want to say, Carry On. Why are you here? We still don't know his purpose this season yet. I know it's only episode 3, but I'm just like, you was a filler person, so we just gonna let you make it. Hopefully next season something happens with him. Something I don't know.
Not next season. We gotta finish this one first.
I don't
Next
think we're gonna
episode.
get nothing besides him running away. I just don't know. Chef D, I think enough people before me that spoke on him, but I'm gonna talk about this little piece of hair that was sticking up. Is that a man weave? Because I caught
he has
that.
a unit.
I said, oh Lord. They talking about Ara. They talking about his piece. And look at this coming up over here, some mess.
Right, at least Ara, that's his natural hair. He just got a little perm.
That part. I noticed how Darrell, every time he get around the guys, he always be talking about his butt and all that. And I think it's because he clocking Mo and Prince T.
Oh.
Hey,
so
girl.
he's trying to see who's going to be the first biter.
Hey, girl. Hey, sister. How you doing? I think he clocking that for real. Cause I seen him go live one day, Mo, and he was saying the B word a lot on his live too. And I was like, oh, you make our whole state look bad. Like, you just make all the straight guys look bad. Cause he kept saying it a lot.
It's
He
the
really
color. It's
said
the
it.
color for me talking about the straights. I'm not offended.
I'm
Like
just
they're a
saying.
group on their own now.
I do think at first I wasn't a fan of Darrell last season, but
Uh,
also I want to say I feel like he may have been outside of Anthony giving out the code. It probably was Darrell doing his producer stuff and probably
mm,
gave the friends because he know the friends. He probably gave the friends the code and was like, "Y'all come up in here and see what we can get on TV. And, get a little fight going or whatever." The last thing I want to, well, not the last thing, but
mhm.
Orlando, I seen you in the back at the club or whatever, but allegedly, if you love your wife, stop hitting on her because that's a thing. That is a thing that's been in the tabloids.
Yes, I've seen that.
Allegedly,
You're not lying about that.
allegedly,
Yeah.
stop hitting that lady. Banger look like he might get his lick back next episode, so we'll see. I seen Lou stumble a little bit, so we'll see about that. And
I
as
feel
far
like
as
Lou's got to let him win just so that he could like leave him alone. Like, okay, you got me. Leave me alone now.
I don't know. That one looked a little too believable. Like it looked like Pop. They kind of sounded a little bit. So I was like, ooh, I got to make sure I'm here for that one. Did you see? Because I see. Well, I'll talk to you about that offline. So I'm
Okay.
not gonna
Is
bring
it
it up.
that bad?
No, it's just something I observed with Big Banger and Miss Davia girl that had love.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to, send that to Pierre offline. As
Okay.
far as the baddies thing, my eyes be getting crossed. They be moving too fast for me. It looked like Tommy, she might be getting into a couple scuffles. So I'm interested to see what that's gonna look like. Biggie was giving when old girl had beat up Barbie, Blueface Barbie on Jocelyn when she was swimming. Child, I was like, oh my God. Oh my
When
God,
she
Biggie.
said, "May
Like,
I?"
help. Send help. ASAP, send help. And as far as the auditions go for Baddies East, I heard
Mhm.
that Tokyo Tony is gonna be like one of the people, and
Right.
then Angela is gonna walk through. But
Right.
I just don't think that that's gonna be a good look for Angela's new image. I don't see that for her. I don't really see
Right.
it for Ruby Rose, but she kind of like she a little messy. So
Right. And if y'all
that
don't
might be
know,
a
Ruby Rose is cool with Krishan Rock, so that's probably how they even got that little insert in with her because that's Krishan's Rock like homegirl.
when she not talking about her, like she
Right.
talk about DJ Sky Child. They
Right. When
they
she not
fake
talking about her to bleed.
friends. Yeah, they fake friends. But I just wanted to say that, and I'm gonna hop off. Y'all have a good night.
All right, night. Thank you so much. All right, someone says if I see Prince in the background up. Oh, I'm trying to see that one scene where Jonathan punched Rasby in the club. That's probably going to be happening throughout the later half of the season. Someone said I knew Black China's Christianity run was fake. I don't know why she's doing auditions. It really doesn't make sense at all. Like, what's going to be your person on being there if you're trying to rebrand as being a better person that's on a spiritual journey? Zeus is like the complete opposite of a spiritual journey. It's like a demonic road. So you're walking back down a demonic road. That doesn't make any sense to me. All right, what is going on, Jay?
Wagwan, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Wagwan, my brother.
Hi.
Hey, yo. Okay, I'm gonna do the baddies ancestor. I don't know what's going on with Porcupine Tommy. I don't know what's going on with
Wait,
all of
your
that,
your
but
microphone's like feedbacking.
can you hear me good?
Yeah, but it's just it's like vibrating.
I got my AirPods in. Maybe I should take them out. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, hello.
Oh, that's even worse. Put them back in. Put them back in. Let's work it out. Put it back in.
had got a call while I was doing this, and it's been messed up ever since. Is
Okay,
it
it's
still
better now.
feedbacking?
Yeah, it's a little bit, but it's better now.
Okay,
Go ahead.
it's
What were
better
you saying?
now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know about Porcupine Tommy. I don't know what was going on with that, but wasn't really feeling it. Um, I don't know. I don't really have a too like they didn't spoil all the fights. We see is we'll just watch it when it come out. But for
Right.
the Bad Boys, Chef, I'm very disappointed in Chef D. Like you really, he's just like Natalie. That has to really, that they really have to be best friends because there's no way that you sat up here and lied twice about you. I just blacked out, sir. Sir, why are you lying? Like you're lying clear as day. Like you lied twice now. I don't know. And then he's walking around barefoot around the house. He's giving trenches, trench baby.
Wait
I
a
don't know. I would.
minute.
Jonathan is trench baby too. Outside, just barefoot trenches, trenches. I don't want nothing to do with none of them because I know they fight dirty. You see, they've been sneaking. You see, they no. But I feel like Chef D. I feel like he just want a lot of camera time. Like he just want a lot of camera time. He want to be the it girl. You know, he wants to be the material girl. You know, he wants to be all that. I feel like he has his head really big since he has worked with big people. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Like he literally said Anthony was jealous. Another lie. Anthony don't got to be jealous of you. He own a club, sister. He owns a club. Like, what do you mean? So I don't know. And Lou, I have a love hate relationship with Lou because I feel like he is inserting himself. Um, he did. I don't know. He plays a lot of Mortal Kombat. He did that little move. I don't know what that was. He surprised me. I don't know how he did that to Banga. This nigga jumped up in the air
You know
and
what I
like,
think he did? I think Bangle was trying to tackle him, so he jumped up before he could get
yeah,
tackled and
and
went
like
down.
kind of
That's
grabbed
what
him.
I see, which is a very good technique. That
Yeah,
that's
that
suplexes.
when I saw that, I cackled really bad. I was
Yeah.
like, "There's no way you just got embarrassed like that." That's twice because he slapped you that one time. I, I was he afraid of getting kicked off the show because like, why did he keep saying, "Nah, if you hit me," like, I don't think he wanted to fight low key. I don't think he wanted
Who,
to fight,
Banga?
but I mean, yeah, I don't think Banger wanted to fight because why would you let that man hit you? Like you gave him all ample opportunity. That's like how Low London let Krishan. Why would you let that girl? Why would you let him do that?
He
So
said on live a couple of times that like he didn't think that he was going to end up fighting him because they were cool, like that. I guess like off camera. That's what he was saying. So he
yeah,
didn't expect
but
that from him.
you
But it's
gotta
Zeus,
know
so it's
when.
like
Yeah, you gotta know when the
Natalie
cameras
was
cut
switching
on.
from
With you, just like a Gemini, when the cameras cut on, is a different person. I don't know, like. Mo City is not gonna beat the allegations unless he pulls a Curtis and ends up fucking one of the baddies. You heard it here first. Not gonna beat the allegations, and it's unfortunate for him, but you got to do it because you see the allegations about Curtis stopped when Natalie. You peeped it. No one says he's gay. No one says it anymore.
which
So
baddie do you think he should get with? Roly Poly?
no, too big for him. Maybe like a
Don't do that.
Scott, maybe like a Scotty, a little light skin. I bet I can see Rolly though, but I just feel like Rolly would never. I feel like Rolly would beat that man. I promise you. I feel like Rolly would beat that man.
I feel
Um,
like they were getting an argument about a mirror. Like Mo would try to get too much in the mirror space, and Rolly like, "Can you back up my mirror?" And then they start fighting.
and you know Rolly about to when Rolly loses that weight.
Yeah,
Ooh, she's gonna be man.
yeah, she's gonna look really good.
She's gonna look really good, and she's gonna eat them up. Stunner girls, I don't know. She might get stunted on. I don't
Right.
know. Oh yeah. To double back, I think Rolly's gonna take at least one L, whether it's from Sky or Stunner. She's gonna lose one of those fights. You can't just win all. You can't win them all. You can't win them all.
Right.
Prince, neither is he. It's the voice. It's the hey. It's like Michael Jackson. Like like he's just too soft. Like put some bass in your voice, like just But I do like everybody on the cast except for Chef D. I don't know.
What do you
I'm
think is
sorry.
better, season 1 or season 2 so far?
Definitely season two because season one was very rough. I don't know. That was a rough time from Milan. that whole season hinged on Jonathan, Milan, and Rio. If it wasn't
Right.
for them three, it would have been rough. Oh, and by the way, why is everybody? Did we all watch the Now That's TV reunions with Rel? I don't know. Talk about he's a changed man. I know. Did y'all? Y'all must
Yeah.
have not seen. Y'all must have not
But
seen.
you gotta understand what environment he was in. He was around all the time fucking girls. That's a different environment. That's gonna bring an animal out of anybody. You were around Kashmir. You were around motherfucking Kenzie. What do you think's gonna happen?
Oh my god! Like just Kenzie, Liddy, fucking
right.
one
So I don't
top
blame him
veneer
for
special
that.
K. Yeah, that was woo, that. Yeah, I don't blame him, but yeah, I other than that, I am really proud because it must have been going to jail. It
Right.
had to, like it must have been. You wearing an ankle monitor, you gotta some type of growth. For Jonathan, not really feeling Jonathan either. I'm sorry. His son, he had a good run, but like I don't like how he's talking to people. I don't. Maybe that's just a thing. But if you're not my friend, you shouldn't be talking to me like that. Like
You
I
feel
don't know
like
you for
he's trying to
nothing.
sun some of the cast?
I just feel like that's him. But I feel like you should know, like, if that's your friend, you talk to your friends like that. You don't talk to complete strangers. Because that's why every time he get like that with Banger checks him. Like, I don't know who you talking to. Like, I'll be fully with Banger. Because when you're in a house like that, you got to have your guard up at any time. Because, like, you don't know who's trying to do what. You know, oh, and another thing, Chef D acting scary when the niggas pulled up. This is unsafe. I can't lay my head down.
My
Sir.
toupee is itching.
Yeah, I saw that too. It was a little too shiny. We know that's not your hair. What do you know? Like, you was never gonna get away with that. Like, I don't even know why you even came to the show. Yeah, no, I can't believe that man was really acting scary. You too big, you too grown. You can't like, no. Because you see, as soon as they pulled up, he was nowhere to be seen. He was in the background while everybody else was outside trying to. I don't know what they were trying to do. Because see me, I would have been like, Banger. I don't give a fuck what y'all doing. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't, and Anthony, somebody gave the code. I think Zeus did do it though because one of them was like, "Oh, I don't want to be on camera. I'm not signing nothing." That means they checked them and they let him in. Boom.
Right, that's true.
They knew.
And that's
They
why they
knew they
blurred
were
out their
there.
face because they didn't sign the release.
Of
That's true.
course, like they knew where they were there. And Rel, I think Rel doesn't want to get into it with Jonathan because Jonathan is that type of person. If you're not with me, you against me. Clearly, we see it now. Like
Right.
we see it now. I feel like he don't want to get into it because I don't know, but I feel like you should be scared to speak your mind. Like I feel like you should literally say like, yeah, you've been, I don't know. I just feel like you want to be the mediator. It's not. There's nothing to mediate. Especially, I do agree with Wesley. You can't. You was so calm with Jonathan, but then it came to Chef D. It was like whoopty whoopty whoopty. Like, what did you expect? Like, and you out here with your hand broke. So
Right.
I
Any final
wouldn't have.
thoughts on the season?
No, not at all. Skip next.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in. No. What is going on, John Doe? This is the guy who said he's done with Zeus.
Yeah, until my subscription runs out, May 20th.
Oh my god! Here we go.
But I did watch the episode. I thought it was kind of interesting. Like what happened? Yeah, so I want to start with Banger. You see that because I thought it was. I feel like he kept holding on to it a little bit, like how the whole jumping situation. But then I saw Chef G actually jump him, bro. And I was like, wow. I guess Chef G really is just a jump. Like he just likes to jump people.
Mhm.
Like, I was thinking like, cause they got their rounds and him and Chef, him and Anthony got it in. That should be the end of it, right? But no, he wants to jump in while Banger's fighting someone else. I was like, whoa. I guess this is how he is, huh? That kind of proves who he is. Like you can't say you whacked out, but you did it twice. I want to be surprised you did it thrice. And
Right.
and I'm like the way Big Lou and Banger were fighting, I was actually pretty impressed for once on this show. Usually, like last season, them fights were whack. Like they were just trash. The only people I actually thought last season was Jonathan, because the way Big Lou Superman punched Banger, that was impressive. I can't lie. That was actually a super. I keep talking about that. Actually, was a Superman punch. He got up, jumped, boom, hit him with the one, and dropped him, bro. I knew Big Banger was embarrassed. And the ring about it too, I don't think he lost all rounds though. They kept saying that he lost all 4 rounds. He didn't lose all 4 rounds. He lost that one round. The other rounds, he was actually holding his own. And like the last card said, I don't like the way Jonathan speaks to people. I feel like he hasn't met his match yet. I think he thinks he's like unstoppable. Like he
Who
could
do you
beat
think they could put on the show that could be his match?
probably Blueface. Oh my God, I think Blueface could probably give him a run for his money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying
You
like some
think
people.
Blueface will do a Bad Boys on Zeus?
I don't know. I mean, if money got desperate enough, yeah, give it like 2 more years, bro. If they
Yeah.
don't get him relentless, he gonna be on there. Season 3, Blueface gonna be on there.
Oh yeah. And then his intro gonna be like, "His Blueface baby."
Yeah. I don't know.
You
Can
gonna
you
do
imagine
that?
he was in this house right now? Who do you think he'll be friends with, bro? Nobody. I can only see him be friend. Not
I
anybody.
could see him getting into it with Jonathan, and I can see him being besties with Mo City.
You think so? I do
Yeah.
see him and Jonathan getting into it because I feel like Jonathan thinks he can talk to people any type of way. You feel like he thinks like he can talk to you crazy, like you're not gonna do that. Because a lot of people are kind of scared of him, but he'll run to someone who isn't one day and really get him run for his money, bro.
Right.
He just hasn't met his match yet. And that's what I'm saying. He do be talking that mad crazy. I do peep. I'm like, damn, like he just like Big Lou. We talked to the way he talked to Banger. He's like, you lost all 4 rounds. We talked to Big Lou last episode. Like what? That's just it's just I don't know. And then when Anthony called his friends, they all got upset, but at the same, I kind of get it though, because be honest, a lot of them kind of made their own problems. Like, with that, what's that one dude name? The light skinned guy who punched somebody.
Oh, Bo City.
Yeah, like you're bringing problems onto yourself. Like if they weren't looking for you, but if you want to go out there, I guess I understand why they feel territorial. But the same way, if the issues aren't looking for you, don't look for those issues. Now you got beef with these people you don't even know because you hit one of them and you didn't even know who they were gunning for. That's just,
Right.
and I feel like that's kind of I'm saying all of them, they got so defensive. But I know all of them, like Prince said, Prince empathized with Anthony. I kind of understand why he's like, if I'm in the house, people trying to jump me, of course I'm gonna call people. Like I'm gonna call everybody. And like person says he is like the Chris version of Christian. He really is because Jonathan just hits you, bro, for no reason. Like you can't say nothing to, like, you can't speak your mind if it's not agreeing with them, and that's not how life works, bro. Like for now, he may be able to control people for now, but one day he gonna find someone who doesn't want to be controlled, and he's gonna go off on him. It's gonna bite him in the ass. He might get knocked out or hurt. Like someone hit him with a steel chair. You might have
Right.
to big ass. Like you might have to do that. And
What
then
do you think? What do you think of the season so far? Do you think it's a lot better than what you
so I'll be honest,
expected, like the
I'll be
editing and
watching
all
the
that?
show on two times speed just to get through some scenes, bro. Because some scenes they just be there doing nothing. Isn't this only the third day? This is still like the first day, right? Of this episode?
I think second or third. I think it's the second day.
Like, they're really dragging this show. Like there isn't much content in here, honestly. Like I skipped the club scene. I just skipped to the end, the very end of it, to see what's going on next week. And I mean next week, look, it looks like Banger got his licks in next week. It looks like he got him back. And then Chef D and Raz B are fighting. I guess like I don't know. I guess Chef D probably is my least favorite right now. He just seems like a lot of drama. Like I don't know. I get tired of because I feel like I get tired of watching like this show makes me feel embarrassed. I don't know about you, Evaner. Like this show makes me feel
Why
embarrassed
does it make you feel embarrassed?
because I'm a gay man and this is what represents me. Like hell no, it's not this shit. A lot of them can't even fight. Like none of them can really fight. Like only a few of them can really fight like that. Like Chef D makes me embarrassed. Like he's just big for
I'll
nothing.
go lie. The first season, I was like, damn, like Zeus is going to exploit the crap out these gay boys, and they did.
Yeah.
But like over time, I was like, okay, it's not like it's bad, but it's like it's the network. It's not really like.
Because I'm not like, because Prince
How'd
was
they
right.
explain?
Like, come on, like they're like these a bunch of queens pulling up. Like, what am I supposed to be scared of? Like, there's nothing to be scared. I'm not saying they can't fight though, but it's like, we really gotta go up and hit them. Like, they're not
Right,
really.
because basically you think like straight people they're gonna watch this and think, oh, all gay guys are like this.
Yeah, and I'm not like that at
Right.
all. Like,
Right.
a lot of people I know don't like that either. But like, because these people are like, especially people like Shefty, they're just drama. People I hang around aren't drama filled. I don't want no drama in my life like this. I watch the show because it's a key at time. I like watch people fight, but like I don't like watching like because them fight like I like them fight like I like when men fight. You supposed to have some technique to it. Like women, they don't know for like the fighting skills like that. To me, it's like embarrassing watching y'all like windmill. What are y'all windmilling for? That's like that big Lou. That's why I'm impressed. Was like finally someone here doing something. He needs to fight Darrell again because like I think he could whoop him with those moves like that. Them tiger moves he got on him. He got to do that again. But I don't know. I just like because last season was. But you see the way Darrell was fighting those two white boys last season. That was an embarrassment. That was like, bro, this is really this how we give it up? No way, no way. That's why I kind of respect Jonathan. Jonathan fights like a real. Like he might be a little feminine, but he'll come at you with them haymakers, bro. He'll come at you like he'll drop nuclear bombs on you. That's what it is. Like I respect that fight with Rio. That saved that whole season last season. But everything else, I'm just kind of, I don't know.
What'd you think about the Baddies West trailer?
I mean, I agree with the last person too. I feel like the teaser took the sales out of the trailer. Like I feel like I wasn't as impressed with the trailer as I was with the teaser. The teaser was more exciting to me because kind of the same thing. It looks like Wooly was struggling. I'm kind of happy about that. I don't care for her.
You can't stand Raleigh.
I really can't because she's over here like she looked like she was getting hit left, right. Her hair was pulled out. People were socking her,
It looked like
her,
Stutter
kicking
Girl
her.
was really showing her how to stunt. Remember, she said, "Stutter Girl, come out so I can show you how to stunt."
No, she showed you how to stunt. That's why they call her that to begin with. The thing with Stunner Girl, when it comes, I'm not a big fan of her either. But when it comes to her, I'm picking Stunner Girl every time because you know what? Because like the way Rolly handled that situation, the way beefing to begin with when she got involved, the whole busing, that was like Rolly was dead wrong in the situation. She felt she could push her weight around. That's how Jonathan is. You can push your weight around.
Right. All right. Any final thoughts on the trailer and the episode? Oh, I think we lost John Doe. All right, night. All right, what is going on, JC? I'm taking a couple and I'm done.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, finally, I was back there waiting. You know, I was like, Jesus, last caller, you got a struggle voice. But anyway,
don't do that.
I'm sorry. I'm a little.
That's my loyal caller.
I'm a little ratchet. I know I shouldn't be doing that. But all right, so let's get into it.
Okay.
First thing is first. You had said something about what I think about the Baddies West reunion trailer. They should just drop the reunion show. I mean, to be real with you, like I don't really care. Like I think I'm ready to see what East Coast brings, as well as I feel like they missed out on some prime casting selection and people who could have been judges that's from the DMV area or just from the East Coast in general. So there's that. As far as them fighting, I mean, let them fight. They're gonna fight anyway. Natalie, I think we all can agree. We're tired of seeing her. I think she needs to be behind the scenes, not in front of the scenes.
Right.
All right. So
what did you think about the guest judges, though? Like, do you think Tokyo and Ruby were the right choices?
So Tokyo Tony is a ratchet DC chick. So I'm gonna say no. She's ignorant. She's like I mean she fits Zeus perfectly. But as far as like I wouldn't have her on there. Like anything like we're pulling from past shows. You got Drea. You got hell. I would even take Lyrica and the other mama over there before I take Tokyo Tony. That's just me.
Right. That would have been better. I feel like Ruby's not gonna be the entertainment we need. And I'm really scared for her. I feel like one of these DC girls gonna pop her and she's not gonna want to do baddies anymore.
I mean, but like, I know everyone says that. I don't know why Black China's up there. I think she should. I mean, like baddies does not have to be about fighting. You can be a baddie and don't have to get physical with anybody. You can use your words, you can be a bad but your career. So I mean maybe she is a good fit for it.
But it
is. We got DC and Baltimore represented, so I'm here for it.
I just feel like maybe she should support her mom from the sidelines.
Well, ain't her mama beefing, so they're gonna be probably getting into it if anything.
True. Oh, this is gonna be really good, right? That's true.
Yeah, that her mama beefing. Like I'm ready to see fireworks begin.
Get the fuck part
2. As far as the Bad Boys. I really think they would benefit from casting people in the future who aren't. If they're gonna keep Jonathan around, people who are not scared of him. I think a lot of these boys want to be like his friend, and then also too. Remember the rumor came out when they first the cast was already picked from the auditions. It's given that was already the case because Chef D was there, Big Lou was there. So it's already given. Did y'all tell people who y'all wanted this come to the casting because y'all knew who y'all wanted? Because they had tons of people they could have picked from. That would have been more entertaining than some of the people they have now.
That's true.
And isn't Banger from DC? Or am I making that up?
I think so, because he does talk like Razor Blade with the dog, getting dressed in the dog.
Yeah. So as far as the episode's concerned, I mean, everyone's already said they don't like Chef D. I don't really care for him either. I think he keeps hitting people from behind and shit. It's kind of whack. So we'll see what the reunion gives. I kind of fast forward through most of it. I'm not gonna lie to you, and then also too, I watch it for free because I'm not paying for Zeus.
You share the account?
I'm not paying for Zeus. So I think the biggest thing I like from this season when Anthony's friends pulls up, I really enjoyed that.
You think it was real, basically?
No, I don't think it was necessarily real. No, I think his friends really did pull up, but I don't necessarily think that like they jumped the gate. I think like Zeus let them in and they was outside. They knocked on the doors like, oh, do this. Like, I don't think it was like someone told them location. I think they just knew where he was at. I mean, it's Houston. It's the fourth largest city in it's the fourth largest city in the country. But I mean, it's not hard to figure out where people are at.
Right.
And I need for I need for the entertainers to stop thirsting after Mo City. Now, you and me both know how Trey give it up. We know.
Right.
I might say we know. Like, come on, y'all. He's not a top. If anything, maybe verse, but
Oh!
that man's the bottom. Like y'all know, y'all. This is what they. Come on now. How many? I don't want to talk too much of my business, but
You
how
had
many
to
niggas
drop
I
the
didn't?
bad news on the entertainers.
Yeah,
Now
like
they're gonna go to bed disappointed.
like how many dudes I done had like that in my bed, just in here getting plunged. Like I'm just saying, like that's what it is. And as far as like representation, as far as the gay community is concerned, I think they need to cast some straight dudes. They got like tons of people they could cast for the next season. I'm curious to see what this season gives, but I don't want to see Razby back. I like Banga. Orlando can stay. Orlando's actually entertainment gold. He's the
Okay.
person that surprised me the most out of everybody. I didn't think he'd be that funny.
Right. Somebody says they disagree with you, and they said their man Mo is a top.
Is that Monty? Well, Monty, I'm sorry to tell you that, but you know, he is taking 12 inches probably. Um, I'm a little ratchet, so I shouldn't have, I should have preferenced that before I first came up here.
You encourage so you
But I just feel like, I'm ready to see what the rest of the season brings. As far as Prince is concerned, I mean, I feel like also too, they gonna cast people like from Love and Hip Hop. They got like from Love and Hip Hop Miami. I would have preferred to see what's the crazy one that be with the Haitian dude. What's the crazy that Prince was fighting with?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Oh, with the dreads that cut the
Yeah,
dreads off.
yeah, they could.
I forget his
Yeah, they
name.
could have the dark skin one who dated Suki. They could have casted him.
Right.
I'm just saying, they got a lot of prime people to cast. So some of the Black Ink Crew boys, hell, even for Baddies East, they should cast Lily, the one from Black Ink who kept fighting everybody.
Oh, I like her though. She's racist.
But that's
Is that the one that kept saying nigga?
Yeah, but you know what though? Maybe she put her in the house with some of them and see what happens.
She'll feel right in with Big Biggie. They have a whole association.
Yeah, but that's pretty much it for me. Like, I'm definitely gonna tune in and see what it brings. But hopefully they don't drag this season out to be like 15 episodes. This can be done in a good 12.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you.
No. I keep seeing something with Prince and yo, like, how does he know the lingo Queens? Y'all do know he's friends with Bobby Lights. So I wasn't surprised that he knew what that meant. So that to me is a little bit of a stretch. And he does live in Miami. So like it's nothing but Queens. The Mo thing, I do kind of see that a little bit, what you guys were saying. But the Prince thing, no, like there's other things. That's like to me a stretch when it comes to that. All right. What is going on, Booker T?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, I've been trying to get on for like 5 weeks.
Y'all be waiting like it's a damn ticket to the damn fair.
Oh my god. I love you so much. Okay, first of all, hi Boots.
Hi Boots. Hi Boots. Did you pick a wall?
That would be taking me out. Okay. Up to this raggedy show. Only person that I can stand is Orlando. Everybody else, I do feel like they're doing it for the cameras. And I don't get the whole trying to gravitate towards Jonathan. I feel like Jonathan, I didn't think I can dislike anybody more than Krishan, but I dislike Jonathan with the passion. Like,
why?
That man, he's a bully.
You think he pushes his weight around basically?
Yeah, he's a bully. I didn't know until you just said that he was a producer. Now it makes like a little bit more sense.
He has a producer's credit, but we haven't seen him mention that. I don't know if he got that after filming Wrapped or what, but yeah.
Oh gosh. He's so terrible. I actually kind of like Benga. He's like, after Orlando, I like Benga. I like the fact that he did stick up for himself. I don't like the double standard of how Jonathan can do something to Anthony and it's fine. Like he can keep going back trying to hit him. But Benga, why can't he keep going? Like if he feels like he didn't lose or whatever, like yeah, I'm surprised in the club. In my head, this is how you know this show is making me ghetto. All I was thinking is this boy needs to just hit him in the head. Hit Santana's ex-man. Just hit him one time. Like
so get his lead pocket in the middle of the club.
Yeah. And the club scene was so awkward. Were they the only people there?
You tell about they rented out the club for them.
Yes.
It did look like that a little bit.
I kept looking, trying to find people, and I'm like, these are the only people.
Yeah, it did look like that. They probably had to though because of like filming purposes, because they can't be filming in a strip club that. Because with them, I noticed with this season, it didn't look like they were. You know how the baddies they did appearances. It didn't look like they did that for the Bad Boys this season. If they did, I missed out on the announcements. You know how every city they went to, they were like, the Bad Boys are performing at this club. Come on out. Yeah. I like maybe I missed those posts, but it didn't seem like they did that this season. So I feel like they had to rent it out for filming purposes.
So what's the point of the show?
To show who's the baddest boy.
Because they kept saying like on to the next city or like when we get to the next house. But y'all are so it's kind of like Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, just going around the world.
Right. That's baddies though too.
But baddies at least are kind of getting a bag. This show is
you're questioning you watching it.
Yes, like why am I watching this show?
Why are we here?
Yeah.
Oh, what do you think about the Baddies West trailer?
Honestly, the only person that I feel was missing is Miss Get Your Lick Back. And I did like the fact that everybody in this episode was trying to get their lick back. I thought that was really cute. I really wish she would get her lick back. That's it. And I hate the fact that she quote unquote missed her flight or whatever. Rolly, I agree with the other person. If she gets beat up, that low-key would make me happy because she just talks a lot. For someone who hates the network so bad, why do you keep coming back?
Rolly's like that person that your coworker at your 9 to 5 that's always talking about quitting, but then they be the first one to clock in the next day.
Trying to do overtime and everything.
Or be like, can't wait to quit this shit. You see them next year.
Oh my gosh. And then Miss Krishan posted her long dissertation about her baby, and then there's cameras. They need to leave that girl alone. Like they're gonna push her to do something.
Talk about that. What'd you think about that? Her actually being pregnant and Miss Carlissa giving her congratulations.
I'm surprised that she's actually pregnant because I thought we were team delete us, but I guess she wanted to keep us. I just hope God himself helps her because that child will need it.
Not God himself. He's always helping. Any final thoughts on the West or Bad Boys?
Oh, I did want to touch on the whole Black China. I was one of the few people because contrary to beliefs, I am a Christian. I was here for her to go on her walk with Jesus Christ. And then for her to do this, like you said, Zeus is anything but a child of God. Like
it's like she's walking down the hell road again.
Yeah, she's going back to Satan. Like
that's why it shocked me when I seen that. And also I'm like, wait, what? I thought it was like an error. Like maybe a Zeus member messed up because they heard Tokyo. So they're like, oh, Black China. But it's like, it doesn't make sense. I just don't see her being there because we know what those auditions give. There's going to be a whole bunch of fighting. And what is she going to be walking around like, do not do this. God is like, no. Like, don't
Even
do
the,
that. I don't want
even
nobody
though,
touching her. She just got her fillers removed. Her face is
right.
sensitive. Last thing she needs is somebody punching it.
Even if she is that one voice of reason, like, girl, you don't need to do this, but you're getting a check for them doing this, so that's hypocritical.
It is a little bit. It really is, though. Maybe it's because they're gonna try to maybe get a clip between her and China, and her and China can reconcile, because that is going to be one of the first days they're gonna be in the same room in like ever. Because I don't think they've been in the same room since she's been saying all these things about her online.
Yeah, since her show. Like, was
Right.
that the first season? Well, I think they only did one season, but
Right.
since her show. That was
Def-
what, 5 years ago?
right. So it's like they're gonna have a reunited meeting at Zeus. And then Krishan, you're pregnant. What the are you doing at these auditions? I'm sorry.
She
I'm not
needs
even
that
trying to
check.
judge her or nothing, but like, girl,
You know, Jonathan needs that check.
Jesus Christ. When I tell you Krishan signed that 360 deal with Zeus, she don't even know it.
She signed worse than a 360. She got a 18 for life
Right.
deal.
God damn.
Oh my
Oh, if
gosh.
y'all don't know, the first 360 deal that was ever done, because I learned this recently, the first 360 deal that was ever done in the music industry, guess who was the first person and group to have that in the industry? The
Salt and
Pussycat
pepper.
Dolls.
Oh, so that's
Robin
recent.
Anton, her bitch ass. She literally invented that. She invented the 360 deal. That's crazy. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Yeah,
I thought
she
it would be like
invented
the
it.
80s girls.
Mm-mm. That was the first 360 deal was Pussycat Dolls.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy. I know it's so like recent, but like because of her ass, so all these celebrities got her to blame. Any final thoughts on Bad Boys or Baddies?
I do have a little thing. So I was
Mhm.
I was rewatching the thing that they did last time that they're about to do again, the auditions. And there was a lot of like sisters, cousins, and I'm like, why don't they just do like a family Bad Girls Club?
What do you mean a family Bad Girls Club?
Like you remember the old Bad Girls when it was the sisters, Twisted Sisters, or whatever?
Oh,
Why
like a
don't they
sisters
just do
version.
something like that?
That would be cute. That would be cute. Like
Yeah.
after, I feel like after they do the East, they're gonna have to start doing new concepts, because like you guys went all around the world now. Like, so after this, I shouldn't even be giving them these ideas. They need to start doing themed seasons like BGC did with like the sisters, maybe do exes, like crap like that.
And I want to see girls that we don't know. I want to see Keisha from 75th Avenue and like
And
Bronx.
Figaro.
That's yeah. I don't want to see none of those girls from South Central.
Wow, for the South Child. No,
I
we
love
need
you
some
so
sausage and
much.
daddies on these shows, okay? Thank you so much for calling in.
Okay, bye.
No. What is going on, Chanel?
Hey Pierre.
Hey,
Okay,
what's up? What's
so
up? What's up?
let's talk about Bad Boys real quick, real quick. I just want to say I do not like Big Lou. He really just I don't know what's wrong with him. Like I feel like he really be looking for a moment. He be talking about all his designer. It's giving fake, it's giving DH gate, but you know, it is what it is. Chef D is a clown too. Like he literally did what he said he didn't do in the first episode. Like you jump, all right, like I'm not trying to hear. He's talking about I'm blacked out. You sound goofy as H. Boy, those teeth.
You're saying with those teeth
Talking
he
about the
couldn't be blacked
choppers.
out?
Choppers just be saying anything. That's what he said in the confession. He's like, I was in the blacked out state. No, boy, you do the same thing you do. You got to go behind somebody. You're not a leader. You're a follower. Like talking, chomping. So them the two, I really don't like them. Mo City, he is so fine. I know everybody's talking about it, but he really just, he give man, like he gives secure his sexuality. I don't know if everybody else is feeling that, but I feel like even when Relly was out there like playing fake basketball, whatever with them, I feel like even though Relly gonna do what he gonna do, Mo City was like, oh, you just crazy nigga, like you crazy. But I don't know. I feel like Prince a little. I'm not really sold on him. I feel like he was kind of taking what Relly was saying.
Oh, so you think he'll take a bite out of the Baton Rouge banga?
Okay, out of them clappers, cause look,
Oh,
really do got some cakes. Okay, I'm not gonna say they big Davy cakes, but you know, he got some
really walked by the
snacks.
window. He said, "Oh, my ass is fire." I said,
Okay.
"Ooh." I was like,
Your impersonations of the whole cast, I just cannot deal with it. And and what I want to say, Ara is the realest on the show. Don't play with him. I don't care. He's just like me. I don't care if I get beat up 5 times. The sixth time, I'm gonna get that. So I want my sixth time. Like,
I want my lick back.
okay, I want my lick back. It don't matter how many times I get licked personally, I need my lick back. But I feel like Big Lou is just so corny. So I don't even care. They talk about he got beat up. He didn't get beat up. Cause that third fight, the one before the last one, Amar was getting them hits in. I don't care what nobody said. It's just that Big Lou jumped like a fucking kangaroo and drop kick him or whatever. But before that, he really was getting it in. So I feel for him.
Right.
Oh, the Baddies. Sorry, I was listening to everything that the person was saying before. The Baddies West reunion. I'm excited for it because I really don't like care for Razor that much. I like her. She's a pretty girl, but she's not there. She had a chance to clear the air, but she didn't. She missed out on an opportunity to really get herself up there. She talks about business, but you get your lick back go to whoever. You could have really made some money off that. You had some points. I know you felt kind of, it was giving Anne from last season because
Right.
you did some dumb things, but girl, just go in there and
Let that have been Anne or Bianca. She would have
right.
capitalized off that so hard it wouldn't even be
Bianca.
funny.
It's Bianca now. Yeah, it's
Right.
Bianca. Girl, no, it's Big Ann with your big dumb. Okay, acting a damn fool. Now anyways. I wish she was there. And also I know that everybody's talking about I don't like how the friends came up to the bad boys' house, this, and that. I'm sorry. I'm one of those people. If my friend getting jumped, I don't care where y'all at. I could be at the president house. I'm gonna pull up and try to ride for them. Like, you can't tell people what they would and wouldn't do. So I was like, Prince really is kind of making sense when he's like, I kind of felt the same way. Like, if you gonna do that to my friends, I'm gonna pull up too. And he's done that for them. So
Right. And I think it made Anthony happy too. You could tell, like, when
yeah.
he heard that outside, he was like,
He was
"We
like,
here for
I need to get I just need to go out there. Like, it's gonna
right,
get crazy if I'm not out there. Like, he was cackling. And
right."
did you peep? I don't know who it was, one of the executives, when he was trying to stand up to go out there, she was like, sit down. She's like, sit. Now I'm like, girl, who dog is this, girl? Hold up.
She's like, "Sit. Do you want a treat? Sit."
Like, I was like, hold up, because I would just have to stand up just because of it. Like, girl, I'm not your dog. Oof, oof. Anyway, but that's pretty much it. I'm big. What's her name? Black China. Girl, I didn't even believe all the Christian stuff. Like, just take the fillers out. I don't know what the wave is. Just say you want the fillers out. Just say you taking the Kardashian route. They turn it back white. You turn
So
it back
you
right.
feel like as if the spiritual journey isn't true because she's doing an appearance on Zeus.
Because she's doing an appearance on Zeus, because it's just so, and I hate to say it, but it's just so like publicized. Like, she's really making a big deal about it. She's going on interviews like, this is it. It's not like you like, oh, I'm a Christian and I'm finna go drop an album, or I'm a Christian, I'm finna go drop a preach tape. Girl, you're just saying I'm a Christian. Oh, congratulations, whoop-de-doo. Why are you going on interviews doing that? It doesn't feel
You
authentic.
think it's authentic? Okay,
No,
a lot
because
of
it's
people feel like that.
everything. Everything is like video. I'm like, okay, but I'm trying to come back to it, but it's not given. It's like she's trying to find another way to make that OnlyFans cash. And I mean, eventually your true colors is gonna show, because you working with Zeus, baby. Real Christian ain't working with Zeus. I don't know.
Right.
They probably gonna be the pastor. That's probably the closest one is gonna be Zeus's pastor.
Right.
And
Which is
even he
Levy
ain't right.
Pepper's dad. Y'all know that Levy Pepper's dad is a pastor.
What? That
Mhm.
makes sense. That makes
Mhm.
sense. I think that's funny because all the kids don't ever want to go to Christ because they pet.
Right. Because I'm gonna create something demonic.
Right, because all my life I've been so sheltered. Yeah. Mhm.
Right.
But I'm excited for Tokyo Tony to be on there. That's
Right.
pretty much
Any
it.
thoughts on the trailer?
I think that Sky, I don't know, did Sky, like, was she getting beat up? Is that why she jumped like a kangaroo too? Like, I don't know if there was a fight prior to that. I don't know. It looked like Stunner was getting the best of Biggie too, but all she do is pull hair, so we really not gonna know until we see it. And I hope that Kat got into Tommy's ass because she deserves it. Like, girl, you look like Miss Cat and want to call somebody a blackie before you bleached out. So I'm really trying to figure out. I hope she handled her because she deserved it. That's pretty much it.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please make sure you guys hit that like button down below. What did you guys think of Banga versus? Well, what did you guys think of Lou versus Ara? What did you guys think of Chef D jumping in continuously? Comment down below if you guys think that the cast is scared of Jonathan, and also leave your comments down below about the Baddies West reunion trailer. Okay, and if any of my, like I said, entertainers are attending the auditions, you already know what to do. Some of you already hit me up, so I already know who my people gonna be. All right, leave your comments down below, and we're out, babies.
No personal.